Why did the pharaohs build the pyramids? In around 450 BC, Herodotus told a story about Khufu, a wicked and crafty pharaoh who, after losing all his wealth, sent his daughter to a brothel with orders to collect a certain amount of money. Being a loyal and obedient daughter, she followed his instructions. However, hoping to be remembered for something other than the number of men she slept with, she asked each man to give her a stone as a gift. With these stones, she built one of the massive pyramids that still stands on the Giza Plateau near the Nile River. By the time Herodotus wrote about the pyramids, they were already 2,000 years old. Yet in the 2,000 years since then, bizarre theories about the origins of the pyramids have never ceased. Some medieval writers thought they were the granaries mentioned in the Bible, which Joseph used to store grain during the years of plenty in Egypt. Later, the pyramids were described as sundials, calendars, astronomical observatories, surveying tools, and even mooring points for spacecraft. Even Herodotus knew that the most widely accepted theory was that the pyramids were tombs for the pharaohs. This belief is still held by the most renowned Egyptologists, and for good reason. The pyramids are located along the west bank of the Nile, which ancient Egyptian mythology linked to both the sunset and the journey to the afterlife. Archaeologists have discovered ritual funeral boats beside the pyramids, intended for the pharaohs to sail into the next world. Additionally, the pyramids are surrounded by other tombs, presumably for members of the pharaoh's royal court. Perhaps the most compelling evidence is the presence of many pyramids containing stone sarcophagi or coffins. By the 19th century, it was established that certain hieroglyphic inscriptions on or near these sarcophagi represented magical spells designed to aid pharaohs in their journey from this world to the next. However, the tomb theory was lacking one crucial piece of evidence: a body. For much of the 19th and early 20th centuries, explorers and later archaeologists entered pyramid after pyramid. There are more than 80 pyramids in various provinces along the Nile Valley, and there may be others buried beneath the desert sands. They would find what appeared to be a pharaonic sarcophagus, open it, holding their breath, only to find it empty time and again. The most common explanation for the empty tombs was that the pyramids had been robbed. Most thieves were more interested in the pharaoh's treasures than their bodies. It is likely that the first tomb robbers were ancient Egyptians themselves, given the strenuous efforts made to thwart theft attempts. For instance, in the pyramid of Amenemhat III at Hawara, the entrance leads to an empty chamber, followed by a narrow passage leading nowhere. In the ceiling of this passage was a massive stone weighing more than 22 tons. When moved aside, an upper corridor appeared, leading seemingly to nowhere once more. European explorers who arrived in Egypt after Napoleon's conquest were more interested in inscribed stones than in jewelry, but they did not respect pharaonic relics much more than their Egyptian and Arab predecessors. In 1818, Giovanni Belzoni, a robust Italian circus performer turned explorer, used a battering ram to breach the walls of Khafra's pyramid. The quest for treasure and bodies bore fruit in 1923 when British archaeologist Howard Carter discovered Tutankhamun's tomb. The young king, sorrowfully, is likely the most famous pharaoh today, rightly so given the untouched treasures Carter discovered, including a solid gold coffin and a golden mask covering the pharaoh's body. In 1925, just 2 years after uncovering Tutankhamun's tomb, an American archaeological team led by George Andrew Reisner was working near the base of the Great Pyramid of Khufu. By chance, a photographer setting up a camera tripod removed some plaster covering a secret opening carved into the rock, revealing a deep shaft filled with stones from top to bottom. The failure to find a pharaoh in his tomb gave rise to many theories, several of them based on the mathematical regularity observed by Egyptologists in the pyramids. For example, in the 19th century, Scottish astronomer Charles Piazzi Smythe discovered that the Great Pyramid contained sufficient pyramid inches to serve as a miniature model of the Earth's circumference. The Japanese team's plan involved using muons, subatomic particles that fall to Earth and pass through stone at different rates than through air. According to the theory, the pyramid contained 2 muon-filled hidden chambers, indicating the presence of secret rooms likely to contain a body. Egyptians closely monitored the experiment and had mixed feelings about it. They feared the Japanese team might damage the pyramid, but also worried they might not discover anything significant. Both fears turned out to be unfounded, as the Japanese did not discover anything. Yet Egyptian Egyptologist Zahi Hawass, who oversees the pyramids in Giza, was enthusiastic and optimistic about this high-tech approach to unraveling the mystery of the pyramids. "It is time to reveal the secrets of the pyramids," he said. "We must uncover the secrets of these great structures.